is this?
Greetings, past rockets. Hey, future rocket. That's obvious. Okay. Anyway, so there's this movie, Alien Code. Uh, I watched it and it bored me to death. So, I'm sending this flash drive with this video in it, back in time. Uh, just don't watch the movie. Okay. Cool. Alien Code is a core user's favorite movie, if you know what I mean. It tries to have these like really deep themes and all this symbolism and all this stuff, but it's really boring and it doesn't make a lot of sense, like at all, really, especially at the end. But this is a movie that I found in the YouTube Free Movies library, which, if you know anything about that, you know that it's mostly filled with what I like to call the Walmart $5 bin tier movies. There are still some surprisingly good stuff on there, but most of the time it's just these kind of movies.
So let's get into the story of the film. It begins with the main character, Alex, finding a body, and it's his own body. It's in his own house, like Tenet or something, I don't know. That's a much better movie, by the way. There is a USB drive on the body, which he puts in his computer, and it's a video of him in the future. And he explains that he was selected by the government to solve some sort of signal they got, which turns out to be a blueprint. This is when the film is the most interesting, in my opinion. Like, the story and the sequencing and everything about that actually worked pretty well. But everything after this just goes downhill. So following this, Alex finds himself being watched by government agents, and these like MIB type people come to his door and ask if he'll feel responsible for the damage the weapon he uncovered will cause and all this stuff. And this sounds interesting, I know, but it's so slow and just presented in this really boring way that I couldn't bring myself to care at all. He's able to convince this one government worker person to like help him get to the bottom of the mystery, and then he meets this like gray alien man, and then they have a conversation that just boiled down to, I'm in pain, your world is fake. 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 Then Alex goes home, records the video we saw at the beginning of the film, and it shows the opening shot again, implying it's like a time loop or something that probably had something to do with the government facility, but I honestly don't care enough to remember. Yeah. Look, I don't mean to come off as mean or anything here, but I can't understand why people seem to like this film so much. It's a really boring drama. There's some interesting concepts in here, I guess, but that's about the best I can say about it. The actors are decent, I guess, but really nothing to write home about. Cinematography and music weren't also bad, but really just nothing to write home about. This film apparently had a low budget, which I couldn't find an exact number, but I am indeed willing to believe this film had a low budget. I feel like especially these days, low budget isn't necessarily a constraint as much as it was in the past. I mean, look at me. Regardless how you feel about these videos, I'm mostly proud of them and how I'm able to put them together with the stuff I just have already. I don't think a low budget is why this film isn't good. I don't think it boils down to the writing and the directing. Michael G. Cooney, the director and writer, ultimately wanted to tell a deep science fiction story with layered themes and loops and aliens or whatever, and I can respect that, but looking at his IMDb, this is the first and only feature-length film he's done, a fact that I can feel greatly impacted this film's quality. This unfortunately isn't the kind of film that works for a first-time feature director. If this review seemed harsh, I'm sorry, but I'm a bit upset that this boring film took 100 minutes of my life, and then another 100 minutes when I had to watch it again for this review.